Welcome to EGroup and Microsoft Teams Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021. Hard to believe July has already passed us, and we're going to talk about a number of the new features that Microsoft rolled out in the month of July. And a quick intro, my name's Chad Landman, a Senior Account Executive with EGroup. Been with EGroup going on 11 years now. Cover a number of our strategic and enterprise clients throughout the Southeast. In addition to the new features that we'll talk about, we're going to touch on best practices to encourage end user adoption within your organizations. This will be a fairly brief virtual event, so feel free to pop any questions into the chat and we'll get those answered. If not during the session here today, we'll follow up and get you all the information related and do our best to help point you in the right direction. Many of you who have attended our virtual events have probably seen some of the accolades and history of EGroup, founded in 1999, so going on 22 years now, delivering speed and certainty with both cloud and data center, really focused on helping organizations optimize their hybrid cloud strategy. We're a Microsoft Gold partner focused on the productivity cloud platform, collaboration and content spaces, as well as a specialization in the security products that are associated within the modern workplace. Over 2 decades delivering successful outcomes for our customers. We're privately owned, debt-free business, and national and international solutions delivery experience with over 400 customers across the East Coast of the United States. And a number of our clients and our focus are really in the manufacturing, healthcare, state and local government, education, and financial verticals. So what's new? And throughout the month of July, Microsoft released a number of new features across meetings, Power Platform, and custom dev space, as well as government and GCC Hive for Department of Defense and other clients that have high compliance requirements. We have a number of those so we wanted to include a couple of the new features related to those areas. First new feature we're talking about is the toggle that you can adjust to turn the automatically adjust mic sensitivity feature on. Something that's fairly minor, but can really be of value, to protect your call quality depending on the environment you take that meeting from. As we all know, with the way things are going, the virtual setting is most likely to continue to be popular going forward. A number of our clients have, stated that they, might not return to the office anytime soon, or really, maybe go with a primarily remote-focused environment going forward, in regardless of the outcome of the pandemic. So, another automatic feature that we are using for these events now is just to record automatically, right? So Carly, who runs our marketing department, is able to set the meeting occurrence to record automatically, and that starts once the first participant from our organization or your organization joins the meeting. It has to be from the same org of the initiator. And then the recording saved to the initiator's OneDrive for those privately scheduled meetings, or to SharePoint for channel meetings. So another easy setting, something that you can kind of set and forget for those meetings that you need a recording for those that can't make it, or to share with other groups, and just eliminates the, oops, I forgot to record that one. So paging video gallery, right? So when you're in gallery view mode, there are more videos that, really can be shown at once on the meeting stage. So you're able to go to the navigation controls to view more video participants, and the maximum number of videos really varies on the meeting stage. It varies depending on your device configuration and internet bandwidth, essentially. But paging is available in large gallery with 3x3 coming soon. Organization-wide background. We're working on a number of custom EGroup backgrounds that we'll be rolling out to support our organization with this feature. but you're able to simply upload up to 50 images in the Microsoft Teams Admin Center under Meeting Policies, and then they are available to all of your users. It's now temporarily available, but will require advanced communication license when it becomes GA at the end of the year. So we all know the troubles, regardless of the platform, that can pop up depending on connectivity and a number of other settings on call quality, video quality. The latest release from Microsoft is the Call Health Panel, which I can see some hesitation on really notifying your end users of this feature, but it does provide end users functionality that helps identify issues during a Teams or voice call meeting, delivers the diagnostics to investigate audio, video, and content sharing, as well as network-related issues. And those metrics are updated every 15 seconds. So it gives you the ability to trace issues as they occur, something that can be of great value to your internal IT staff. So for mobile, this feature just released a few weeks ago. I've used it recently, and as you can follow the image there, you can click on the meeting from your mobile app, and then you'll see related content from your mailboxes, OneDrive, SharePoint sites that can help you prepare for that meeting. Maybe it's some content you haven't had a chance to take a look at or you want to revisit. I used it just recently where we were getting on a project status call for an organization. We're helping migrate their data center to Azure, and I was able to look up previous sizing, cloud modeling, and economic metrics that our team had prepared on a 5-year total cost of ownership, comparing that to some on-premises solutions, really where we're probably getting into like a hybrid environment. But I was able to pull up that data quickly from my car. I wasn't driving at the time, but was able to pull that up and take a look to kind of refresh where we left off the month prior. We talked a little bit at the topics for today on the Power Platform and custom development new features. So the share to stage support for meeting apps enables your developers to configure their team's meeting apps to use the main stage, which really provides a number of collaboration scenarios. The integration allows the app content from the meeting side panel to take full screen and allow your users to interact with it. We'll be sure to send out this link here to enable and configure your apps for your Teams meetings as a follow-up, and happy to set up any further discussions around any of these new features and how they relate to your organization. I mentioned we have a number of government clients as well as DoD contractors that we work with that have GCC high Microsoft environments. So for government, they just rolled out the ability for the virtual breakout rooms to be a feature that you can access. And as many of you might have used the breakout rooms, we've used these for trainings throughout different parts of our organization, where managers are able to divide the team into smaller groups, facilitate focused trainings throughout the team's meeting itself in these breakout rooms. And then you do that within a Teams meeting or a channel meeting. Managers or organizers can then jump in between the different breakout rooms, deliver announcements, change instructions, topics, and then also bring everyone back into the main meeting at any time to continue a more focused group activity. And all files from the breakout rooms are found in the meeting chat. So very, very easy to track down the files from those breakout rooms themselves. For DoD contractors and DoD federal organizations, they now have the ability for guest access between tenants inside the DoD cloud itself. So you can invite users from other DoD tenants and collaborate on documents and Teams channels, resources, chats, etc., the applications themselves. You do this by enabling allow guest access. You do need your administrator or your IT department to enable that guest access in org-wide settings, turn this feature on for your users. And there are some limitations there. It is subject to Azure AD and Microsoft 365 service limits. Before we wrap up here today, wanted to talk about, we did have a question submitted when one of our guests had registered for the event. And that's, what are the best practices to encourage adoption for Microsoft Teams? Maybe you're still in the early stages of really rolling this out to the masses. We're here to help. Microsoft has a number of training resources at your disposal, and we'll follow up with that guidance as well. But it's critical to engage your users with an executive sponsor and really identify those Teams champions within a user community, whether that's a department or a specific team. And you can use a data-driven approach to really prove the effectiveness of the adoption efforts along the way. Some of the end user training that's available, you'll see there on the right, and that is free from Microsoft. And on average, we've seen, and Microsoft has seen, as you'll see, if you search online, that just, even one fully trained user, under the same direct manager positively affects the adoption of Teams among 6 untrained users. So finding those passionate Teams users within the organization, kind of making them product champions, maybe some incentives tied to that can really help the end user training and increase the efficiency of the platform within your organization. Also, just raising awareness, right? Adoption enthusiasm is increased when the team proactively, answers key questions, right? So, what's in it for the users? What advantages of using Teams are out there? Show some specific use cases where Teams has really helped, deliver successful outcomes for your organization and helped, deliver speed and certainty for your company or your department or entity. And with that, just want to wrap up here today by, letting you know that we are happy to schedule a consultation with your organization to understand where you are with your Microsoft, productivity suite and your modern workplace environments, as well as Azure. Really understand where you are today. We can focus on Teams in regards to collaboration and how to increase the coordination between the teams and groups within your organization, and help, potentially with a pilot, help with governance and policies in regards to those adoption efforts. As you can see our contact information here, and we'll be happy to send out a follow-up with some of those key documents and point you in the right direction. That's all we have for today. Again, my name is Chad Landman, account executive here at EGroup, and appreciate the opportunity to present to everyone this morning. Have a great day.